So as drummers, would you agree we're always looking to chase that sound, that in the pocket when it comes to a groove, or if you're doing rudimental type of work, your paradiddles, you're just trying to get them to sound really sweet. And often you think you've got them right, you put them on the snare drum and they sound wrong. It just doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is to see if I can give you a little bit of advice along the way of how you might be able to improve the sound of both your grooves, your paradiddles and so on, your rudiments, and then just the whole playing in general. So the thing is, to get that improvement, it's all down to what is known as dynamics or modulation. Now, we often talk as drummers of a strike and then a little ghost note, or a tap, ghost note, grace note. So if we were playing loud to quiet, boom, 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 boom. So you're just gracing the one note down. That's quite common now in a lot of grooves. For me, a lot of the time, drummers actually overplay them. They put too many in. It's almost like they just got to be in there as groove or grace or ghost notes. Actually, I think if you think of the chart that you see here now and consider all the variations you've got, you go pianissimo, which means very quiet. Then you go piano, and then mezzo piano, and then you come into the fortes, mezzo forte, forte, and fortissimo, very, very loud. So when you think of the whole range that you have got, you can actually, if you practice that and keep that in your mind, you can actually create much more in the way of sounds and feels. Because if I was to give you an example of a para-diddle-diddle, so in case you don't know, para is 1 strike per hand, diddle is 2 strikes per hand, whether it's left, right, doesn't matter, para or para. And the same for diddle, diddle, diddle. So let's take that as an example. Para-diddle-diddle. All that is done medium loud. It's just, that's all it is. It doesn't create anything spectacular. It doesn't make you feel like moving or dancing. But if we actually look at the chart, so rather than just grace notes to strikes, if we look at the charts and we create a swing on the right hand and move it around a little bit, you actually create a lovely sound. So as an example, if I was only to accent, and while I'm on this subject, what I find with students, they all play at this volume, then try an accent on top. So we're already up there into the forte, right up. So what we want to do is to bring everything down. How low can you play? Start off super low. Para, diddle, diddle. Down there. Pianissimo, piano. If you're super low, now when you strike something, you can move all the way through that chart and create the sound you want. You haven't got to be slamming to quiet. You haven't got this extreme. You can now bridge and flow. Then it changes things. So if I do the same again, para-diddle, diddle, para-diddle, diddle. Now all I'm going to do is to swing and modulate the dynamics with the right hand. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, da. So suddenly you go. So in my mind now, I'm thinking of 3 or 4 areas within that chart all at the same time. The left hand in this particular instance is always trying to play piano, pianissimo, probably piano, ba, 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 ba. The right is trying to strike 3 different feels. If you learn the diddle and the rudiment, and then you apply the modulation that's for you, what happens is you create your own tools. And once you've got those tools under you, that's how you create your grooves. And then you don't have to copy all the millions that are out there on YouTube, Instagram, and all the rest, all showing you all these licks. Create the tools for you to do. So one more example of that, paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle. So if we create paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Now if I swap it over, put my left hand to start, paradiddle, I've swapped over. I'm going to put this on the drum kit to show you the reason why. So I'm now playing the paradiddle on a kit. It'll become open-handed. Paradiddle, paradiddle, paradiddle. Now I'm going to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the right hand now has produced a backbeat. Bum, ba-da-dam, 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 ba-dam. The cameraman's laughing at me by there now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you go through the pain barrier of learning a rudiment, just one, work at it really hard, apply the chart, shove it all together, and just play it over and over and over, and have fun with it, you will create. And then once you start moving diddles together or single stroke roll within paradiddles, the whole world just opens up to you. Just apply it to the kit, give it a try for yourself. That's what we're trying to encourage here at Carriad with all of our students. Create your own world, create your own things by working at the tools. It takes hours, it takes forever and a day, but work at it and work at it because it's worth it every time.